Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel for the Renaissance English History Podcast. Today, we are talking about Jane Seymour's spirit and her gumption, specifically her support of the rebels in the Pilgrimage of Grace. If you are new here, very special, warm welcome to you. I'm your host, Heather. I've been podcasting about Tudor England since 2009, and this is the place where I put all of my episodes from all of my various podcasts, as well as loads of extra content like this video right here. Let us talk about Jane Seymour and whether or not she supported the rebels in the Pilgrimage of Grace and how that manifested itself. So let's recall that the Pilgrimage of Grace, which erupted in 1536, was one of the most expansive uprisings in English history, largely a protest against Henry VIII's break from the Roman Catholic Church and the dissolution of the monasteries. So where does Jane Seymour's life fit into this complex tapestry of revolt? Those who argue that Jane held sympathies for the rebels often cite a crucial piece of evidence, her faith. Jane was widely known for her quiet but resolute Catholic faith. She remained a traditionalist, keeping her beliefs somewhat discreet, especially given her husband's religious reforms that sharply contrasted her own faith. This religious affiliation might have prompted a natural sympathy for the rebels' cause, rooted in a shared faith, and probably disapproval for the religious upheavals at the time, also probably worry about the dissolution of the monasteries, which, of course, would provide food and medical care and school and education and everything like that in their communities. With them gone, there wasn't yet any kind of government programs to help educate people, to help feed the poor people, all of that. This was stuff that the monasteries had done. And so there was a lot of concern about who would be doing that with the monasteries gone. A significant incident often referred to by proponents of this theory is when Jane, who was newly crowned queen, made a very bold move. In an attempt to mitigate the harsh consequences for the rebels, she publicly pleaded with Henry for mercy on their behalf. The rebels, hearing her intercession, even referred to her as their good Queen Jane. However, this act of compassion from the queen infuriated Henry. It was a rare moment of direct confrontation between Jane and her husband. Henry was not accustomed to being defied, especially with matters of state, and he famously retorted that she should remember her predecessor, Anne Boleyn, and what happened when Anne meddled in his affairs, and she should not meddle any further in his affairs. But now let's flip the coin and look at arguments against the notion that Jane supported the rebels. Yes, she was queen, but she was also a woman navigating her way through the dangerous political landscape of the Tudor court. Outright support for the rebels would have been politically risky, even life-threatening. Her plea for mercy, while brave, might have been a manifestation of her renowned qualities of kindness and empathy, rather than a calculated political stance in support of the rebellion. Importantly, no direct historical evidence ties Jane Seymour to the rebels in the Pilgrimage of Grace. Most likely, any correspondence or documentation she might have had regarding the rebellion was destroyed or concealed due to its politically sensitive nature. Therefore, the debate around Jane's alleged support of the rebellion remains speculative based on the interpretation of the limited and often ambiguous records we possess. Did Jane Seymour, the quiet and compliant wife of Henry VIII, harbor sympathies for the rebels in the Pilgrimage of Grace? While her public plea for their mercy, her religious beliefs, and her display of compassion suggest possible sympathies for the rebels, the lack of definitive evidence and the dangerous political climate of the time render any conclusions tentative at best. It's a conundrum that continues to ignite the imagination of those fascinated by the dramatic events and intriguing personalities of the Tudor era. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video and enjoyed it, I hope I earned your subscription to my channel, where I put out videos like this almost every day, and a press of that like button really helps me grow the channel. And I mean, who doesn't want their YouTube algorithm Tudorfied, right? Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Remember to drink your water, and I will be back again tomorrow with another Tudor video. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.